So my name is Abby, and I am the owner of Stems Floral Design in Austin, Texas. And I created the Estimator, and I want to show you today kind of what it does so you can get a sense of how it would be helpful for you. So first of all, it's just an Excel file. I'm going to open it up here so you can see it. And I just want to talk a little bit about how it's been helpful for us. And I've really found that I've been doing this for 14 years, and I really was looking for a way to streamline the process, make it easier and more efficient to create proposals, but also on the back end to make it more efficient and accurate when it came time to do the ordering of flowers and supplies and all those kinds of good things. And this program definitely does all that. Saves us time, makes it to where it cuts back on waste, and we found that we don't overorder flowers anymore. We absolutely know our profit margins, and it's by far made the proposal process quicker. So this is the Estimator and kind of how it looks, but this is also not what gets sent to the client. When we send proposals to clients, we have something that's pretty, that has the descriptions and pricing and totals and all that kind of good stuff, something more like an invoice. But the Estimator is the back-end version, which helps get you those numbers. So that's what I'm going to show you today and show you how it works. So basically, bottom line, I'm just going to start kind of making a sample proposal here so you can see kind of how we use it. So this is the item column. I'm going to start with a bridal bouquet just like I would on a lot of my wedding proposals. This is the number of how many you need. This would be like, let's add in some florals. Oops. Hydrangeas, jumbo whites. Forgot to add in that color. Okay, so there we are kind of adding in the quantity here. This is the price per stem that gets charged. And everything's just going to start to automatically tally for us. Let's put some garden roses in there. Let's put some ranunculus. And you can see I just work my way down and add florals and greenery here. So even things that are by the bunch, you can see like here's the unit. Most things are by the stem, but there are different greeneries and things that are sold by the bunch. So there we just do like 0.3 of a bunch, that sort of thing. Also, even supplies can get entered in. So say we want some satin ribbon for this bouquet, and we want about a yard of that. So again, things just kind of automatically tally for you. And I'm going to show you kind of how a centerpiece might work, just so you can get a sense of something with more supplies. So say we want 10 centerpieces. Say we're going to do a compote. Put that in, automatically pulls up the price you want to charge for your supplies. Again, let's put some hydrangeas in there. You'll notice that once you have the flowers in the proposal, it pulls up a lot faster, which is nice. Just kind of automatically goes in. And you just keep going. Let's put some votives around this centerpiece. Let's do some nice tall stemmed votives. We want 3 of those. Maybe we want some floating candles, if I can spell floating. Oops. Floating candles, 2-inch. Can't type today. There we go. 3 of those. Maybe we want some votives. Clear shot glass votives, modern clear glass. Maybe we want 5 of those. So we've got 10 centerpieces in here, $162 each. Again, everything, all your totals are subtotaling for you. And here is where the nuts and bolts of where after you get this into a proposal form and you've got a whole client ready to go, you can adjust things. Say she didn't want Juliet garden roses. You can come back here and say, we want Kira's, because that's what she picked out at her mock-up. So you can always go through and adjust this as you work with the client, but here's where it gets super helpful for you in the long run. So when it's time to finalize this client and it's time to order, you click on the order tab and all of your flowers right here are totaled for you. So you're going to need for this 32 hydrangeas, 5 garden roses, and so forth. And so this is what you need. And then you can fill out this column for what you actually want to order. So if you need 32 hydrangeas, maybe you're going to order 35, that kind of thing. So you can go through and you can copy and paste into an email these orders to your wholesalers, and easily place orders for a wedding. Let's see here. So there you go. The flowers get automatically pulled from a database. So this is our vendor, like where we order them from, which in this database, which will be filled out for you, you've got all of the flowers, the price charged, which right now we've got set at 3 times markup, but we can easily adjust that depending on how you do your pricing. And then you fill in here where you get those flowers from. And so that gets automatically just filled out for you each time it's ready to place an order. Up here, we usually just put the date that we want the flowers to come in. Also, on the supplies side, your supplies get automatically totaled for you as well. So here we know we need 50 clear shot glass votives. We have 30 floating candles that we need. So when it comes time to either pull these items from the warehouse, you can give this to your staff, or for ordering things like ribbon and stuff like that, it makes it really, really simple as well. The main page here too is where, when we're making things in the studio, we print this out and it's a recipe for designers to follow. So they know they get 3 hydrangeas and a compote, and we don't overuse product, and everything is very streamlined when it comes to actually make everything in the studio. So that's a very quick rundown, but the basic nuts and bolts of how you use the program. We can tailor the math to work for however you do your pricing. We can also provide assistance in talking through if you're just getting started and trying to figure out, the norms of what people do charge for markups and things like that. We can most definitely talk through that with you. So, the 3 times markup on flowers, if you charge a labor and delivery line, we can work with you on that. Little extra fees, like if you have after-hour fees for pickups and things like that, can be added in manually. Deposits, if it's half down, a third down, however you do that, that can all be customized into your grand totals here. When you enter in payments, if they make a $1,000 payment, that gets entered in here. If you charge a credit card fee, we can figure that out. If you don't, we can eliminate that. All those kinds of things we can update and make work for you. But this is basically the nuts and bolts and how easy it is to use. And once you get used to it, I can probably put together an entire wedding proposal in an hour. Even my big proposals where I'm working on with, installations and big clients, it really doesn't take me more than a couple of hours to put together a big proposal like that. And then, and then I've shown you how easy it is to do ordering and supply lists and all that kind of stuff, which is just like icing on the cake. So hopefully you like it too. And can't wait to talk to you about it more. Thank you. Bye-bye.